dolls, it's your girl Mickey, and my birthday is in a little over 3 and a bit weeks, and I thought it would be fun this year to document making my birthday outfit. And I just thought it would be fun to take y'all along with me. So, shall we get started? Ooh, new angle unlocked. You guys haven't seen the other side of my office, have you? You've only seen that side. The secrets. Oh no. Alrighty. So the first part of my birthday outfit is going to be a classic circle skirt. Now, much like with all of my other sewing videos, please do not use me as a guide or a source, because I am going to confuse and mess you guys up. Because my method of sewing is definitely not the right way, but it works for me, so I'm just going to keep going how I do it, but good luck to everyone else. Anyway, I am making a circle skirt. Now, I have my tried and true, old, dusty, musty, old faithful pattern here. As you can see by the shape, math is not my strong suit at all. And this circle skirt pattern was meant to be a quarter circle skirt. Let me hold this up real quick. This was meant to be a quarter. That is what I intended it to be. I did follow the instructions. I'm just really bad at math. And as a result, I got I don't know which part I got wrong. I think it's the flare bottom part. But as a result, instead of having to cut 4 panels out of this, which you would have to do if you were making a quarter circle skirt, because that's 4 panels, I only have to make 3. Meant to be 4 panels, but I only cut out 3 because 4 panels give it too much whoosh, volume, fluff. So yeah, again, please don't use me as a source for trying to make a circle skirt pattern. I'm sure there are plenty of more reliable sources on YouTube for how to do that. It's just this pattern, I like how the shape looks and sits, so I don't see any need to remake it. So I just keep using my wonky donkey old faithful pattern. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get cutting. Okay, and now to spend the next several days overlocking this, because you guessed it, my overlocker is still in timeout. Hello wonderful people, it is a new day. I have finished my overlocking with only some minor mishaps. Long story short, don't wash this fabric in stain remover. It will cause the fabric to fade. I luckily had just enough fabric to cut a new panel. Anyway, shall we make a skirt today? Dun dun! base skirt is finished. I do love how canvas fabric sits. It just goes so swirly and twirly and floofy. I think I really like this length on this one. It's really good. It's not too short, not too long. Just right, methinks. This is going to be so cute. I can't wait. Also, important question for y'all. Should I leave it plain on the hem just as it is, so it's kind of like that hot pink jumper skirt dress that I sometimes wear, or should I add my insane amount of Japanese lace? Because I'm kind of obsessed with adding it to everything at the moment. Because I did it on the collar of that blouse that I wore in the short that I uploaded a little while ago, the pinstripe one, the rainbow pinstripe one, and it looked really cute. And then I made another skirt out of different fabric just for funsies, because I needed more like skirt bottom options in my wardrobe. I have too many dresses because I love making dresses. Anyway, I last minute decided to add pockets to that skirt, and I'll put a photo here of what the skirt looks like, and I added this lace on the pockets and it looks so cute. Anyway, my new favorite thing to do with this lace is, instead of leaving it like this, is folding it in half, ironing it so it stays like that, and it's like this really cool kind of off-centered jester like clown lace, and it just looks so fun and cool. Anyway, should we, I say as if you guys are going to have any choice in the matter, because I would have made it already by the time you guys comment what I should have done. Should I leave it plain, or should I go and iron a bunch of this, possibly all of this? And should we add a little bit of lace on the hem? Look at how darling that is. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to do it. I think I might have to do it. That looks so cute. To do it or not to do it, that is the question. Hello! So we are officially on day 3 of the birthday extravaganza, Make With Me, Sew With Me. And today we are starting on the outer layer, because we finished the skirt. The skirt is finished. Let me show you that real quick. So the skirt is complete. I love it. It's so cute. I did end up going with the lace in the end, and it looks so pretty. Oh, just look at it. I don't know if you could see that at all, but like the lace just adds such a nice little dainty touch to it. Birthday skirt is complete. Now for the rest of the outfit, we are making a quilted vest. I was initially on the fence with the whole quilted vest trend, because I was like, they're kind of ugly, they're kind of tacky, but isn't that what makes the best fashion, is when it's kind of ugly and kind of tacky and you have the confidence to wear it anyway? I had no reason, I had no business being a hater basically. Anyway, I just couldn't get behind the vibe and the trend. I was like, oh, I just don't like it. Personally, I just don't like it. Then I went to Japan and I found the most amazing quilted fabric, and I was like, I now understand the vibe and the hype, and I'm gonna make myself one. So, without further ado, shall we get started? Hello, I'm just gonna be down here for a little bit. So unlike with my trusty dusty, handy dandy, old kind of a circle skirt, not quite, because I'm really bad at math, circle skirt pattern, I decided to just go and buy a commercial pattern to make this vest instead of trying to self-draft and DIY one, which for a hot minute was the way I was going to go. But then I remembered how bad I am at math and self-drafting, and every single time I have self-drafted a pattern piece, it's always been just a little bit on the wonky side. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna buy a commercial one this time round. And let me tell you, it was a battle and a half trying to find a pattern for a quilted vest jacket that was not AI generated. I went through so many listings on Etsy. I was scrolling and tolling and trying to find, and every single one of them was AI. Anyway, after spending ages going through so many AI listings on Etsy, I had a look at Pinterest of all places, and I came across a company in Canada, not sponsored at all, and they happened to have a PDF sewing pattern for a quilted vest, and I bought it. And the thing that sold me on this one not being AI was the fact that she had listed all of the photos that reviewers and pattern testers had posted, and they were all different bodies and ethnicities and angles and lighting, and just that it just helped. Okay, it sold me on it not being AI. And then the final nail in the coffin after I bought the pattern that really convinced me that it wasn't AI, the pattern came with a in-depth YouTube tutorial on how to make this jacket. Linked below, again, not sponsored, but I am very pleased that I finally found a quilted vest pattern that was not AI generated, and I cannot wait to make this because I think this is going to be really cutie patootie, and I am going to wear it a lot in the cooler months that are coming up. So enough yapping, enough chit-chatting, let's get sewing. A different video, a different sewing tutorial, and he still finds a way to be in the place that he is not meant to be in. Mackerel, we had an agreement. Come on. Okay, everything has been cut out. It was a bit touch and go there for a moment. I thought I was not going to have enough fabric. I laid out the quilted top layer because this vest is meant to be reversible, but I don't want to make it reversible, so I'm gonna line it still, but I'm not gonna make it so that you can wear it one way or the other. But anyway, I really wanted the quilted top layer to have the stripes going down like that instead of, you know, horizontally. And I laid the fabric out when it was folded in half, and the pattern only had room for like one piece of the pattern if I'd left it folded in half. And then I realized that it was folded in half, and if I cut that main fabric in half, so I had two like squares as you saw in the time lapse, and then folded those in half, then I'd have enough for the pattern. But I panicked for a minute, but it's okay. I had enough fabric, I got it done, I got it all cut out, and I can't wait to start making it. It's gonna look so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go iron a lot of this off camera, and I think I am going to overlock this. Again, in the pattern it says not to overlock it because you are lining it and it is reversible, so everything is technically self-contained, but I have trust issues and also my camera is about to die. So I'm gonna go overlock this off camera, and I will see you guys again probably in a day or two's time, because this is gonna take a minute or so to overlock. So autumn is officially here. It is damp and grey and getting cold. So let's finish a quilted vest, shall we? Enough dilly-dallying. I have finished all of the overlocking on the edges, and I have sewn the front and back together so that it is now one huge squiggly shape like that, if you can, yeah, like kind of something like this. And it has about a bajillion pins in it. Now, in the original tutorial, which I have linked below, the next step for this is you are meant to quilt the vest if you want. But since my fabric is already quilted and I'm not making this reversible, I'm just going to sew around the outer edge and attach the lining and the main fabric together, and then we're going to add some bias binding, and then the vest shall be finished. Y'all, I have been sitting here for the last 30 plus minutes pinning on my bias binding. I need to make more. I had that much left to go. I knew I shouldn't have made enough strip when I was originally making my bias binding. All right, bias binding has been made and is attached. Let's finally sew this on so I can finally get this vest finished and I can complete my birthday outfit. So, I hate it. Sometimes the best laid plans just don't work out. They just don't work out. I had such high hopes for this. As you saw in the video, I was really optimistic and really thought that this was actually going to work. But yeah, moral of the story, if you've never made a vest, jacket type thing before, probably don't base the measurements on tops that you've made, because well, for one thing, a top is fully closed and a jacket is open. My mistake. The pattern is fantastic. The instructions were very thorough. I'm just very bad at math, as I said at the start of the video, so yeah, that's on me. On the bright side, I'm not completely scrapping the outfit. I need some time to mourn all of the time and energy I put into this, because I spent 4 days hand sewing this bias binding down, because you saw in the last clip I was doing it on the machine and I got like halfway around this armpit and then the machine missed the other half and I had to unpick it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hand sew it because I hate machine sewing bias binding. So I hand sewed all of this bias binding, both sides, because I didn't put my needle through far enough. So I do that twice basically. And now I got to unpick everything. The combination of the longness of this plus the longness of the skirt. Also, I need to shorten the skirt. Remember back before when I was like, oh, the skirt length is really good. It's not too short and not too long. It's perfect. It needs to be about 2.5 inches shorter. It's too long. That's what I get for just holding it up and not trying it on. I should know better by now. I really should. So yeah, this sew with me was a flop, but that's okay. I got too confident in my sewing. It has been a while since I have had a flop or a fail, and the universe humbled me. So lesson learned. To not be too overconfident in this. To be fair, I have been sewing non-stop since like December. So I was due for a universal humbling, shall we say, from the craft universe. So yeah, lesson learned, don't make a jacket based on a t-shirt. Because the sizing is going to be just a little bit different. And as for my birthday outfit, because clearly this was going to be my birthday outfit, but it has failed, so we now need a plan B. I have possibly found a backup option in my wardrobe, but my anxious, paranoid ass is over here being like, we should really think of a plan C and a plan D, just to be on the safe side, so might go do that later. But anyway, I currently have a plan B in place, so I'm hoping that that will work out. But you guys are gonna have to wait until the birthday vlog next week to see what that ends up being. So until next time, bye bye.